Hello, it's Amy Zewe with the Jerusalem Connection Report Friday Red Alert for May 27th. As we enter into this Memorial Day weekend here in the States, I was thinking about the fact that Memorial Day commemorates and reflects on all the servicemen and women who have passed in the effort to preserve our enduring freedom that we enjoy today. And I also realized that there are beacons of freedom throughout the world that the U.S. contributed in that freedom security. That, of course, includes the nation of Israel, founded in 1948 following World War II, where American soldiers were indeed the pivotal point of winning that war against the Nazis. That said, the BDS movement, which is Boycott, Divest, and Sanction the State of Israel, is a movement seeking to punish the State of Israel economically. And this is done under the guise of political disagreements with settlement issues and boundary lines and whatnot. But in fact, the core of BDS is to eliminate Israel's existence from the map and punish Jews worldwide. Well, the BDS movement had a bit of bad news this week to deal with, or this month rather. The Canadian province of Ontario, their government just signed an $87 billion deal with the nation of Israel. This deal is a collection of partnerships and agreements to work together in educational agreements, the universities working together on research and development projects and academic projects, biomedical companies, technology companies, and other industries in Ontario and in Israel partnering up to innovate and further their businesses and contribute those innovations to the rest of the world, something I'm sure we will all benefit for on these fronts of technology, medical, biomedical, industrial discoveries. That said, in London earlier this month, there was an organization called the Palestinian Action Committee. They spent about a month on social media organizing a BDS-type protest in front of a cosmetic company called Sabon in London. They spent about a month doing this, but an Israeli advocacy movement found out about it and within a few days managed to organize a flash mob as a counter-protest to this BDS protest in front of this shop in London. Turns out the number of people who showed up as an anti-BDS protester outnumbered greatly the Palestinian Action Committee protesters. Not only that, the advocacy group also included pro-Israel Muslims. This was a wonderful event to have happen because not only were they peaceful protesters, the anti-BDS movement, the advocacy group, also, as if it was out of a movie script, ironically brought the counterpoint to the BDS movement's purpose to begin with. They wanted to shut this store down. They wanted to choke it economically. But in fact, the advocacy group brought so many people and so much new business to this cosmetic company, this shop, that it was a huge success as far as their economic development. Now, the Palestinian Action Committee, they claim that this BDS protest was part of the ruse that these events are to protest and debate policy issues in Israel within the settlements in particular. However, this company, Sabon, its manufacturing plant is in a city well within inside the 1949 armistice lines. So clearly it has nothing to do with settlement issues because this particular cosmetic company has nothing to do with those boundaries. Moreover, the Palestinian group kept chanting, "From the river to the sea, the Palestinians will be free." This, of course, indicates by its very statement that it has no desire to coexist peacefully with the nation of Israel. In fact, it means that Israel shouldn't be there at all. Now, the countermeasure, or the counter-protest, had issued cries of "Stop the boycott, stop the war, stop the hate." This, of course, is a good thing to stop. As we go into this weekend here in the United States, and we remember and commemorate all of our fallen soldiers, I just want to remember it is because of those men and women that we are able to freely assemble, freely speak, freely post things on social media, both here in the United States and in places like London and in places like Israel. Shavua Tov. Have a great week. Shabbat Shalom.